Well, obviously something's missing here. So, a quick recap. The engine was in this car. It had about 7,000 miles on it, and it's always had a little ticking sound that's bothered me. It ran well, ran very well, but it had this little ticking sound. So I decided that I was going to investigate that and rebuilt a spare engine I had, completely rebuilt a spare engine I had, so I could just do a swap and it would give me time to tear the original engine apart, fix whatever needed to be fixed while I had use of the car. So I finished the new engine, went ahead and pulled this one out and decided, you know what, let me tear it apart before I put the other engine in there just to take a quick look-see. And let's see what we found. Oh yes, nice and shiny. So this is not how the engine came out of the car. It's been a few weeks and I've taken the engine out of the car and stripped it down completely. And what I found led me to not use that beautiful engine right there, but to put this one back in the car. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. The original head still needs to be rebuilt, but the short block is done, and I got some ideas for that, but that'll be for a later date. So what we got here, when I took this engine apart, I was pleasantly surprised. It's a 1973 casting engine. Is it a 73 cast engine? Or is it a 72? It's a 72 cast engine. Engine was cast in 72, put in a 73 engine car. So what I found is this one had been bored over, 40 over. The block had been decked. The crank was turned 20 thousandths under. It had, it's got knurled 40 over shallow dish pistons. So this came originally with the deep dish pistons because the head was small chamber head. So it was a lower compression, but with that head and these shallow dish pistons, which were the same dish as the ones I put in there, this has a 9.5 to 1-ish compression ratio as well. It also does not have the factory cam in it. It's got a Delta Cams KC grind, which is, I don't know a lot about that. I think it's just a little bit hotter road cam. Not too lopey, but definitely gives the engine a little punch. So I checked everything out, looked for this ticking, and the only thing I found in here, which I think was causing the problems, was there was a clearance issue in the rod bolts. There's very little clearance between the rod bolts and the camshaft. Not the camshaft lobes, but the rods come very close to the diameter of the cam in between the lobes. And there's some little witness marks on it where it looked like the bolts were tapping on that camshaft. And I know that's a problem with some of the ARP rod bolts. These are not ARP, but it looked to me like that's where the ticking was coming from. Everything else looked good. The main bearings were perfect. The rod bearings, 2 of them had some little scores on them, like it got a piece of trash in it. But it wouldn't cause ticking. I checked all the clearances, piston clearances. I checked ring gaps. I checked main bearing clearances, rod bearing clearances. Everything was perfect. Just those little witness marks on that reground Delta camshaft. So this was a much hotter little engine than that's going to be. Mainly because the bore is a little bit bigger. I guess that's what, 1840, 1850 cc bored out. But it's got a better camshaft in it. And so I decided to rebuild this one, or not rebuild it, just refresh it. What did I do to this? Okay, so I reused the main bearings that were perfect. The rod bearings, because two of them had some little scores in them, I put new rod bearings in it. New Viton seals, front and back, complete gasket set, upper and lower. I took the rods and did the relief grinds on the bolts to give it 30 thousandths, 40 thousandths clearance on the camshaft. Cleaned it up, painted it up, slapped her back together, and she's going back in the car. So I'm hoping, I really hope that that's all it was a tapping of the rod on the camshaft. Oh, I did put a new oil pressure relief valves in both engines. Have new oil pressure relief valves. So she's ready to go back in. Nice and shiny. So the next order of business, get this back together. The head I've done nothing with. I'm gonna clean it up, and honestly, I might do a little bit of porting on it. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure about that yet. But anyway, engine's ready to go back in. That engine is, you know, I have an option of just keeping it as a spare, just in case. I don't foresee ever wearing this engine out. I don't drive the car enough for that. Although I can tell why it felt like the car was pretty peppy. It's been many years since I had another MGB, so I don't really remember exactly how peppy it was. But this car ran really well, and that's why. It ran well because it's got shallow dish pistons to raise the compression. It's got a little cam in it, and I was pleasantly surprised. The other thing that was done is the timing chain was also upgraded from a single roller timing chain to a double roller timing chain. Not that that really matters. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody having a problem with an MG jumping time with either the single or the double roller. I don't think it matters one way or another, unless you're hardcore racing, which actually I've been contemplating taking that. I got a local SCCA track about an hour away from me in New Orleans, NOLA Motorsports. So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna do a little autocross with it, just for fun, not for competition, just for fun. So I might need that after all, you never know. Honestly, that engine would be the same as this one if I put a little cam in it. And if I put a cam in it, it's gonna be a hotter cam even than this thing's got. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna get a good cam for that. So let's see, anything else? Oh, I also did replace the lifters in this. Look at that. Very slight pitting. I think these were, but this one right here got some pitting in it. Now the cam was fine, but two of the lifters had a little, well, actually three. This has got a tiny little bit. So I didn't want to put that back in. So a new set of lifters was in order. But in doing that, I have to start over with the engine break-in and all that. That's all right. What else? The only thing left that needs to go here is I got the back plate. Whatever I'm going to do with the cylinder head, put it back on. I got the starter over there. Then I got in the other room here, I have the intake manifold and the carburetors and air cleaners and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's about it. Fun, fun, fun.